What's up guys, Aaron from Inkie here yet again with another notebook review. This time we have a Moleskine, and now it's kind of the field notes size. I think it is, from memory, I'll actually have it down on the screen, but I'm pretty sure it's 14 by 8, 14 centimeters by 8 centimeters, but I'll have that there as to what it actually is, and then also in the imperial inches for you guys out there in imperial land. I have had, so this one's obviously been customized. An amazing watcher and follower of mine, she sent me this, which is just amazing, this vinyl cutout, and then all of the ink splatters all over, which is cool because that's one of the reasons I really like the Moleskines, because you can you know, customize them. And also this little flap guy in there. There is a little bit of contention out there about the pronunciation, and I'm sorry if I am pronouncing it wrong, but I know it as Moleskine, so that's just how I'm going to pronounce it from here on out. That's my blanket apology for mispronouncing things. So I have already used this one a fair bit for some of my art stuffs, but I'm just going to get into testing out all my things. Now, in my last video, now this one is blank pages. You can get them in lined and grid and dotted and basically anything you can think of. Also, the paper is velvety smooth. It is just amazing paper to write on. It's a little bit thick. It's probably 80 to 90 GSM, I'd say. Again, I'll have that just there when I actually research it and find out what it is. But yeah, I have been using Moleskine notebooks as my kind of everyday carry notebook for a long time. These are my general purpose kind of notebooks. I use them a lot. That is one thing I have noticed about Moleskines in the past, is that they do kind of hold on to the pencil a lot. Sometimes I've had different pencils be able to be rubbed out completely, and again, I'm going to be using the same pacer and rubber with every single notebook that I do, so you know, there's no difference between pencils and leads and rubbers and all of that sort of stuff. This is purely about the paper. So yeah, but and another change from my last review, I'm going to do all of the writing first, and then we'll have a look at the ghosting and bleed through on the other side. So this is the generic felt tip. And I'm super interested to know what people's preferred journaling method is in their, well, I mean, probably two questions here, actually. Do you have a general purpose carry with you everywhere notebook? If you do, what size? And if you don't, do you have like a organizer, planner, or are you more just a generic kind of notebook, note-taking? Is it very structured, or is it more just for filling with thoughts and ideas and notes? Because I'm always interested to know what other people use their notebooks for. A lot of mine is just, you know, trying to be slightly organized, but also trying to get things down on paper before I forget them, basically. Yeah, it is. It's a bad habit that I have of having an idea, but then not actually writing it down anywhere, and so it kind of disappears slightly. Oh dear, I've lost my. Oh no, my calligraphy. Ah, there it is. I just needed to get the ink flowing. Now, you will notice that there is a bit of feathering, and seepage with the calligraphy there. Just a little bit, because the paper is fairly absorbent. It does love the inks and watercolors and paper and alcohol inks, the old Moleskine paper. Brush. But funnily enough, it seems to be just the calligraphy pen so far that is really getting that hectic feathering. I'm not sure if that's because of the pressure I have to apply with the calligraphy pen. It's really kind of pushing the ink into the paper. Everything else is fairly light. Brush and bullet. Now I'm super interested to see how the paper of this one actually holds up against the more what would you call them? More powerful, I guess, is that the right word? More powerful inks and pigments. Oops. Might help if I actually write down what this is. Yeah, the Copic, I thought it was going to have a fair bit of feathering, but no, it's not doing too bad, I guess. It is a little bit of feathering, but it kind of fills itself in, if that makes any sense. With the first stroke, you do get a fair bit of, it looks like it's not completely applying in evenly, but then it kind of seeps in and feathers around to be completely filled in, if that makes any sense. Alright, so we've got them all down there on the page, and as you can see, they're doing pretty well. The Copic's bleed through isn't anywhere near as bad as the ink from the calligraphy pen, and the Tombow didn't seem to feather at all. Neither did the Feud Ball has a little bit, just a smidgen of feathering, but the rest of the guys, none of them. The paint pen, there was none. Okay, so here we go. This is the true test. So we have a fair bit of bleed through on the Feud and the calligraphy, and obviously the Copic has basically come through completely. There is a lot of ghosting on just about everything other than the pencil and the isograph. So yeah, it would be hard to use a pen that is quite heavy, quite dark. The isograph actually worked quite well. I would be more than happy to write in the isograph all the time within this book and use both pages. I have noticed in the past, whenever I've used a Moleskine for a sketchbook, and I usually sketch in pencil on the left hand side and then do any pen and color drawings on the right, so that when you turn it, pencil, doesn't matter if it shows through a little bit, pencil is just for general sketching, and then the right hand side. I also kind of feel like, just in general, I like drawing on this side. I'm not sure, it's just because like it's usually thicker and nicer whenever you're drawing on this side. It's been used and sometimes it's bumpy and weird. But anyway, I hope this has been enlightening. Overall, like I said, I've used Moleskine a hell of a lot. You can get them in all different shapes and sizes for all different sorts of journals. But I love them as a everyday carry. Throw it in the back pocket, in your bag. Super versatile. Again, I love this little envelope flap in the back to hold extra notes. A lot of the back pages are perforated along one side, to make it easy to just remove a page if you've written some notes and want to take it out of the book, which is quite nice. Along the front half, I don't think any of them are perforated, at least not in this book. So that's another little feature there for you. So hopefully this has been enlightening. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Let me know in the comments below of any notebooks that you think that I should check out, and I will see you next time. Hope you have an awesome day. Bye!